Former President Donald Trump has claimed that Florida Governor Ron DeSantis owes his success to Donald Trump's administration and that a hypothetical presidential bid would be insulting. Ron would have not been governor if it wasn't for me. So when I hear he might run, I consider that very disloyal, which, by the way, he is right. If it wasn't for Trump's endorsement, Ron doesn't win governorship. I mean, whether you like Trump or you like DeSantis, or you're going to vote Republican ticket no matter what, or you don't like either one of them. That endorsement helped him he won by 34,000 votes. DeSantis responded to Trump's comments by citing his recent landslide victory with Florida voters. Well, look what I would say. Would just say is this. I roll out of bed. I have people attacking me from all angles, DeSantis said. And the good thing is that the people are able to render a judgment on that, whether they reelect you or not. Wow. DeSantis was overwhelmingly reelected in November for his second term, leading Florida and won the highest percentage of the vote that any Republican governor candidate has in the history of a state's history. He also won by the largest raw vote margin of 1.5 million votes than any governor candidate has ever had in the Florida history. The verdict has been rendered by the people of the state of Florida, okay? Which, by the way, you go from winning by 34,000 votes and you go winning 1.5 million votes and you win Miami-Dade. And this is what he did is absolutely unbelievable to validate how great of a job he did for 4 years. But that doesn't mean Trump's endorsement didn't help him win. Without Trump's endorsement, he wouldn't have won. Anyways, I'll open it up. Go for it.
Pat, just going off because he said he claimed that he owes him for the success. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Me living in California, not really in the political world, I didn't hear I didn't know the governor of Florida. I didn't know anything about that. Trump's attitude towards the media and being bold, and then all of a sudden I did start seeing DeSantis started becoming that guy where I was like, oh my God, he's kind of like him, where he's calling out, pointing at people, telling reporters in their face. I don't know if it was the Trump attitude or the mystique, but that type of attitude I've seen come like Carrie Lake and all these people.
Very interesting point.
Isn't that weird though, Pat?
Yeah.
And this is coming from a guy that lives in California that's a veteran that never gave a damn about politics. Then I started seeing COVID, and it was during COVID where DeSantis was like, no, we're not going to be like these people. And that drew the attention to him because he was Trump-like. You feel me? So, I mean, say what you want. I think a little bit of that attitude did brush off on him.
The most impressive thing of DeSantis' win for governor in 2022 was that he took Hillsborough County. I know Miami-Dade is often very much liberal. There is no more liberal county in the state of Florida than Hillsborough. That's Tampa, St. Petersburg. That is where Charlie Crist resides. That's his hometown. And he beat Charlie Crist by how many votes? 40,000 votes.
Oh, damn. So
if you look at basically, if you want to call each of Trump and DeSantis a stock, right? Clearly, one has been on the upswing since 2020, obviously, and one has been on the major decline since 2020. And shots fired, by the way, because DeSantis does not respond to Trump. He takes it. But read into exactly what he said. And the good thing is that the people are able to render a judgment on that, on whether they reelect you or not. Read between the lines here. He's basically saying, I got reelected by a landslide. You did not. Sorry to inform you. And we often say that if not for COVID, Trump would have probably been reelected.
100%.
If not for COVID, we probably wouldn't all know Ron DeSantis' name.
I agree with you.
You don't know the random governor from a state. Doesn't matter.
No.
The reality is COVID was Trump's Achilles heel. And COVID was what made Ron DeSantis.
I agree.
So we'll see what happens. Right now, at this point, if you look at the numbers, I'm a big Vegas guy, it is now DeSantis' election to lose.
Wow.
He's passed Trump in the primary polls, and we'll see what happens. But we've got a long road ahead, no doubt.
But here's the thing, though. Love him or hate him, don't you think just being Trump, wouldn't you be furious if from even before you got in or you got called that you won, the Department of Justice with the FBI, with Peter Strzok and all these freaking guys, with Hillary Clinton, all colluding. The actual collusion was the left. And then, bro, that all that presidency and then COVID, the whole swamp against you. Don't you think he kind of wants to come in and have a shot where all that shit is already done and he could be like, all right, I'm coming in raw.
No.
Now you guys can't play that Russia shit again. All the colluding, all that shit. No. Now I'm coming in without all you guys, all the deep state behind me. I mean, I would be pissed off, number one. But number two, I would tell the people, hey guys, how about give me a shot? without everybody against me. I'm going to talk shit. Yeah, I'm going to be brash, but give me a chance. You know what I mean? Because be honest, it wasn't fair. It wasn't, love him or hate him, it wasn't fair. And then COVID comes. I mean, how much shit could go wrong for one guy? Be honest.
I hear you.
It's true,
You're making
though.
a good case here, but I think this is one thing I will say. There's nothing uglier than politics.
Obvious.
Presidential politics. So when you enter the ring, you know exactly it's going to be a mudslinging contest galore. You don't think DeSantis is literally emotionally, spiritually, mentally getting ready? God forbid you run. Every disgusting thing you've ever done is going to be exposed. What was great about Trump is talk about 10 flaw done. Anyone grab them by the pussy, they're done. They're canceling their campaign.
There's no more ammo.
He's like, hell yeah, I did that. Locker room talk, buddy. So it's a dirty, dirty game out there.
100%,
You better be ready for it.
But when your own government and the Department of Justice, as you're a sitting president, is illegally going by and then nothing happens to them.
Welcome to politics, buddy.
No, I
get it. I get it.
It's horrible, but you're 100% right.
Yeah.
Donald Trump has been shot. He's wounded. He has what else can you say about me, bro? Stormy Daniels. What?
Stormy Daniels is such a.
Yeah.
By the way, the Stormy Daniels lawyer. Whatever happened to that guy? Avenatti. Whatever happened with him?
Tom, do you have any thoughts on this or no?
Yeah, I think, I see it both ways. I look at Trump and I say, look, here's a guy that used his personal political capital. Whether you love him or hate him, he used his personal political capital to help Ron DeSantis at a key time. And Ron DeSantis is not governor and does not launch the bigger phase of his political life without that endorsement. And Trump is saying, listen, I lost, but I'm going to get ahead of steam. I'm going to get the band back together. Some will be with me, some won't, but I'm going to get it back together and I'm going to run again. And I think he's told everybody that in whispers, and he is disappointed that DeSantis is putting together a campaign to go run. Unfortunately, this is not, King's X. This is not the way it works. I mean, you look at the Democrat field. Hillary was running. I am running, and I'm going to go, and everybody stay out of the way. Nope, Obama ran. All those people stepped up. When it's time to run for president, it's the way to say it. It is such a dirty game, and you have to keep reminding yourself as you analyze it, this is dirty by design, right? Hillary's like, I was Secretary of State. I'm smart as hell. I had the first healthcare initiative. I have all these things. Stay the flip out of my way. No, there was 9 people on stage with her, and Obama beat her. That's just the way this works.
Yeah. So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.